Hey guys, it's Sharon, and today we are taking a look at the makeup I pulled for the week. It's makeup from my everyday makeup drawer. I give you my thoughts on everything I pulled for the week, what was a fail, what was a fave, and what my standout products were in case you're interested in any of them. I did, of course, get this entire look from my everyday makeup drawer, things that were already in my collection, nothing new. It's all just things I've owned previously. So grab your makeup, grab your coffee, your soda, your water, and let's go ahead and get ready. I'll try to be as quick as possible, but this is also going to be a chatty video, getting ready together because I really enjoy a good get ready with me. It's actually my preference when I am getting ready in the morning. I like to follow along as someone does their makeup, like Emily Noel, for instance. I watch her a lot in the mornings. But anyone that does any sort of get ready with me, I'm learning that that's what I prefer when I'm also getting ready, just as like background noise, you know? So I hope that you enjoy getting ready with me. Maybe pop it on as you're getting ready. Let me know down below if you are. So I always start with primer. So I'm currently working on to use up my Ulta matte primer. That's nothing new. The one that's new this week for face primer is my Hourglass Veil Primer. I already have thoughts on this. It is at a year old at this point. I bought it 12/30/23. So we are already past that year mark. I used probably about half of it. Looks like this. It's got sunscreen in it, so I am going to let it go at the end of this week. I think it's overpriced. I ended up buying it after using an entire sample that I loved. But since having this full size, I was disappointed in it. I found the product separated pretty badly in the bottle, and you have to really shake it, or even sometimes I would unscrew the lid and stir it with the pump quite a few times. Otherwise, the product separated badly. I do think it's a pretty nice pore filling primer. It feels very like smoothing on the face. Kind of slippery, almost like a silicone type feel. I'm not even sure if there's silicone in it. I don't do the best at reading ingredients, but either way, this is expensive. The SPF in it is only 15, so it's not even very strong. So if I had another sample of this, I'd use it, but I wouldn't buy this again. I think it's very expensive, and I did not like that it's separated. I do think that it gives you a really nice smooth canvas, but I don't feel like it really helps hold on to makeup super well throughout the day. I just think it does a really good job like smoothing things out. Okay, so next I always go in with eyeshadow. The eyeshadow this week was my Viseart Cashmere Palette, and I love this. I've had this since September of 23. It is a beautiful, cool toned, purpley palette. What I've determined this week is that I can use every single shade in this palette and be happy with it, which is crazy. How often do you actually have a palette, especially one with this many shades, and you can use every color? Well, I can. It's such a gorgeous palette. It's so wearable. If you like purples, you will love this. So I always take a fluffy brush and go in with like this creamy transition kind of crease shade and pop that just kind of messily in the crease and up to my brow bone, just to give a blending canvas shade there. My eyebrows are looking great today because I got them waxed this morning. I just go to the benefit counter at my local Ulta, and the girl there does an amazing job. And for years I was doing my own brows, and then I just randomly went to her once, and now I'm obsessed, and I can't, as soon as they start getting overgrown, I'm like, I gotta go back and see her. I think her name's Natalie, at the Ulta in Blue Springs, if you like that. Okay, so I like this brown shade here on a fluffy brush, and I sort of dab it and mix it with this top shade here that we already used. It kind of gets it messy, but if you blow it away, it's not so bad. And then I just go in with a fluffy brush, kind of in the upper brow bone crease-ish area without getting too high on my brow. Just again, to kind of get a blending shade kind of going there. Sometimes I find that that shade is a little bit too warm and too dark for what I want as the initial transition crease color. So that's why I like to mix the two together. From there, you have so many amazing lid options. Let me just show you. So this one up here is a beautiful like champagne. Look at that. The purples in here are incredible. They are all so buttery. Look at those. Let me swatch them for you. Look at that. So beautiful. Let me grab a couple of the other shades. There's a couple of taupes in here, like this one and this taupe right here. And then there's some bronzy shades. I think this one's my least favorite. It feels a little bit rough. It's got some like glitter in it. It's not quite as smooth or pigmented as the others. Let me see. So you can see here, that's really hard to show you. There you go. This is the one that I said was my least favorite. It's not the most pigmented. That is definitely the dud of the whole bunch, but the rest of them are gorgeous. And this taupe right here is one of my favorites. But like overall, you're getting extraordinary shadows. Viseart makes some incredible shadows. The mattes are also really nice. You've already seen a couple in action, but I also will sometimes go in with this kind of purpley shade in the crease. The rich chocolate is really lovely. And just so you can see them swatched, I guess we'll just swatch them there. See, those are the 4 mattes that you get. All the rest are like shimmers or glitters, but those are all really lovely. So I did pull a purple shirt for today, so I think we're going to go with a purple look because why not? I'll show you in action how the purple does. So I do prefer to use my finger, although you can use a brush. I'll show you what brush application looks like. So I'm just using my MAC flat shader brush into that top purple. Look at that. That is incredible. Usually you only get that kind of payoff when you use like your finger, and this is not sprayed. There's nothing on my brush. That is just such a beautiful pigmented purple shadow. I think it's such a wearable purple. I wore this exact look actually for work yesterday, and I have to be on camera with clients and things like that, and there's nothing about this purple look that screamed like inappropriate or too much, you know. Then I'm just gonna kind of blend out there. I know some of you probably aren't even paying attention at this point because you're getting ready yourself. Then I'm gonna go in with the purple in the bottom corner. There is some fallout happening just because I'm being kind of messy with it. I'm just not trying that hard to not be, because I always do my lid shade first so that I can be messy, because I just don't want to worry about it. So I'll just take my makeup wipe in a minute and clean up under where I've had all the fallout. No big deal. What are your makeup goals for the year? Now I'm just going in with that deeper brown just to kind of get some more dimension in here. I'm not done blending yet. We're just popping it in. But yes, what are your makeup goals for the year? Do you have any like plans for your collection, assuming that, you know, maybe if you're not also a fellow YouTuber, but you just are a fellow makeup lover and have a large collection? What's your plan? You know, what do you have any goals? Do you have a makeup wish list going already? Like where are we at with that? Like, I know where I'm at, and I actually feel like this year, better than any other year, I have a good game plan. I'm not sure if the video is up yet that I talked about this in, but my makeup goals for this year are obviously, like I said at the beginning of this video, just to use what I have and really take good inventory on what do I have already, what do I like about it, is it something I can declutter? Because basically what I want to happen is to have a thorough, like constant rolling declutter happening, not to just sit down, dump out my drawer and get rid of products just because I have too many and I want to make a video that gets clicks, you know? I want to be decluttering products that actually make sense to declutter and that I know I've tested that product and I don't like it for one reason or another. You know what I mean? So I've pulled the makeup, you know, for the week. I have a whole Google Docs spreadsheet that I listed everything that I'm using for the week. And then I'm keeping track there of my notes. Do I want to declutter it? Do I want to keep it? Like, would I buy it again? Is it a favorite? Is it a fail? So that I can have some real detailed, robust information to share. I'm going in with eyeliner next. This is the Revlon Color Stay Micro in But First Wine. 2024 was my hunt for a purple liquid liner. This was the best I could find so far. So if you have one, let me know. All right, liner is totally done. So if you're like me and looking for a purple liner, so far this is the best that I found. So if you, like I said, if you have an example of one that is great, please let me know in the comments so I can check that out. One of my main gripes with this one is that since it is this kind of long-handled applicator, do you see all the product on the wand, like up higher, not on the brush, but on the wand part? That will get on the tips of your lashes, and then it makes it difficult to apply mascara, or so I found. Speaking of which, let's curl our lashes. Have you seen my nails? Look at these. They're press-ons. They're those Impress nails, and they're taking me back to like 2008. They've got like the silver sparkle line. I slapped them on before bed last night. I like them because this was the petite line, so they're not too long. Like you can see there, they only this one like sticks over my fingertip. I like to have nice short nails. So I don't know, they're kind of fun. Seriously, they're taking me back to like high school. Okay, curl my lashes using the CoverGirl Lash Primer. This is no secret to anyone if you've watched my channel at all. You know I love this primer. It is excellent. My main goal with this primer this year, since I already know that this primer is my favorite, I want to test it alongside my mascaras to see, is the mascara good enough on its own, or does this primer help it or hurt it? You know what I mean? So I started out my week doing primer on one eye and no primer on the other, so I could really see how the mascara performed with and without it and what my preference was. Yeah, like I've got some lashes clumping here. I'm not sure if the camera's gonna pick it up, but I've got a lash clumping there because it got that purple liner on it. Now it's clumped together. So the mascara for the week is Tarte Lights Camera Lashes. This is a standout win. If you haven't used this in a while, it's excellent. It's got like the traditional bristle straight wand. It's been around for years. Oops. Got a little something. I determined that I do prefer this mascara with the primer. It was still fine on its own, but I was able to build fuller, thicker, more voluminous lashes with the primer. So that was my determination, but I also learned that I really love this mascara. Like I said, it's been a while since I've used it. I think I got it during the last like $12 sale that Ulta had, and it's excellent. So I don't know that I'd pay full price for it because I think it's like a $25 mascara, and I don't know that that's necessary. But, you know, if it's included again in a 50% off mascara sale, I would definitely pick it up. Look how good that is. You see that? It's so good. I hope the camera is like picking up how good it really looks in person. I never know. I never know till I go to edit and then I'm like, oh yeah. Either yes or no, you know? So getting back to my makeup goals, I'm sorry, I'm all over the place here. I'm just trying to, like I said, keep better track of what I've got and keep good notes on it so that when I am going to declutter something, I feel like I've got the like scientific data to support, you know, why I'm getting rid of it. Next up is my under eye concealer, the Bobbi Brown color corrector. I always go in with first. This is a standout product. There's nothing new about this. Just need my brush. I did do a pretty big declutter at the end of 2024, which if that's not already up on my channel, it will be soon, so stay tuned. I do want to get away from doing those massive collection declutters because I think I'm getting to a point in my collection where I just don't really need to do them anymore. I've done them enough and I've brought in not so much that I feel like I'm really curating something that I love, you know, things that I really love instead of just having so-so things sitting around. So that's the plan. I will have that up, but yeah, now I feel like my collection's in a really good place. If you'd like to see a full collection video, let me know and I'll be happy to do that. The foundation for this week is the Too Faced Born This Way. Mine is in the shade Cloud. This is one that I'm on the fence about. I think it's gonna go back in my collection and be tested again in a few weeks with a different primer. I think I don't love it with this primer. I think I need like a glowy or a hydrating type primer. Not that this one's like mattifying, it's just, I think I need more hydration with it. I did also learn that I do not like it applied with a brush. You can see it's a little bit light for me, look at that. Just a little though. By the time I get some bronzer going, it's not so bad. I don't like this foundation with a brush. It makes it look way too matte, way too dry. This is a more like natural matte finish, I think. More matte than natural, in my opinion. I think my overall thoughts on this foundation are, it's fine, but I wouldn't get it again. I think this is the second time I've had this foundation in my collection. For years, I struggled to even find a shade. Like I bought it when it first came out and then I pretty much didn't touch it after that because I never felt like I could get a shade that was quite right for me. Like the undertones and everything just weren't quite right. This is definitely the closest I've gotten and it's making me look pretty ghostly. Like it works, but like it's even light for me in the winter, so. And I think it's one of the lightest that they have. They might have one lighter. But yeah, so Cloud is a newer-ish shade. I don't think I mentioned that. So I got this one like in the summer of last year when I saw they had some different shade ranges and I was just in the mood for something new. And so I picked it up. But it's, you know, it's fine. It's not like knocking my socks off and it's like a $40 foundation. So I think, you know, I'll continue to use it, but I'm not gonna buy it again. There we have it. Like, the coverage is so-so. I do, like I said, I like it the best with a sponge. Sponge is definitely the way to go. But like, it's a little light, you know? Concealer next. I've been working on the Revlon, the Multitasker Concealer. I'm sure I'm doing the V wrong, but I'm just being lazy today, okay? This is actually pretty good for me. I think that this shade match is pretty decent, and I enjoy the coverage, and I also really enjoy the price point of the concealer. It's great. Sponge is always my preferred method of application. It blended in seamlessly with the foundation. No problems there. So I have no complaints on that concealer. I actually quite like it. I'll continue to, you know, rotate it through and test it this year, but like, so far, I like it. I'm gonna say it's under $10 at Walmart, so can't go wrong with that. It's pretty good, right? All right, we're gonna do brows next. This is my Too Faced pomade and a pencil. If you've been watching me at all at the end of 2024, you know that this has been my favorite brow pencil that is now discontinued. So that's a major bummer. Can't get it anymore. So when I'm done with my last one of these, I'm gonna have to find a new favorite, but that's okay. Oh, filling in your brows when you have a fresh brow wax is so easy. Oh, it's so easy. Look at that. That was so fast. So good. What's your favorite brow product? Do you have a favorite? Brows are one of like my least favorite things to buy. Like, I feel like they're a necessary thing to do. They do like clean up your makeup look and make things look nice, but like brows are just boring to me, you know? Like, I just want one that I can use consistently. I don't need to switch out my brow products. So this is one product that will be in my drawer from week to week until it's used up, just because there's no reason to pull out something new, you know? Easy. Since it's a pomade, I don't have to use a brow gel, but we will, just because I have the product. So this is the Kosas Air Brow. My gripe with this is that the stopper doesn't scrape off enough. Like, it comes out a little too wet for my liking. Like, you can see like strings of product trail as I pull out the wand, which I don't care for. Again, brow gel is something that I'm like, whatever, you know? Just get me something that will hold them in place. Let's move on. This is like a mini. I don't even remember how I got it. If I bought it or if it was a sample, like from Sephora. Like, it might have been my birthday gift from Sephora. I don't honestly remember. I always like to pat in my concealer once it's set for a while, just to get any creasing out of the way. Then let's see, I pull in for the week cream and powder face products depending on like how I'm feeling and do I feel hydrated or not. So today I think we're going to go in with maybe like a little bit of mix of both and just slap everything on the face. So we're pulling out the Essence Baby Got Bronze. This is a very like gray bronzer contour. You can see that it's like very dark and gray and pigmented. It works. My gripe with this product is that it is so heavily scented, like watermelon, and I really don't care for that. I think it blends out real nice. That is intense. So we're gonna have to go over it in a little bit with my sponge just to not make it so intense. That side looks a little better. If you're not careful, a gray contour can look real fake real fast, right? I struggle with that with my coolish skin tone. I assume I have a cool skin tone. I don't know. Maybe I don't. I feel like I'm terrible at that. Either things are like too orange or they're too gray, or it's just hard, you know? So I like to pop over it, you know, just to tamp it down a little. Price point for this is excellent. I think this is like a $5 product. They have a couple other shades as well. So in terms of that, I really like it. I just don't like the watermelon smell. It also makes it feel very juvenile to me. Like, I know Essence is an affordable brand, but also like, can we make it not look so juvenile? This is the Ulta Beauty Too Cheeky Cream Lip and Cheek. So we're just gonna do a little swipe there and there. I'm not really sure my thoughts on this one yet. I'm still working through it. I don't think it's my favorite cream product. It's a little bit dry. You can see it takes a little bit of time to blend out here. Like, it's fine, but it's also not like the cheapest product, you know? So I feel like I might prefer this shade in another line that I prefer the formula to. It's fine, right? And I like this shade. I don't believe I have that shade in any of my other cream blushes, and I think it works fairly nicely with my purpley eye. Then again, I'm just gonna kind of tamp it down just a little bit because I want to put on some other powder products as well, just so it's not too intense, you know? Okay, then we're gonna go in with highlight. This is a product that I've determined I will be decluttering this go around. It's the LA Girl Glow Envy. It has one of these wands, like the Charlotte Tilbury highlighter, and I just think it is so messy, and I don't care for that. Like, the product itself is fine. I do not like this spongy highlight applicator. It's just too messy for my liking. Like, that's fine. For instance, I love the Too Faced Glow Wand that also has a messy applicator, different than this, but still messy. But the overall finish of the product I like better, so to me it's worth the mess. That makes sense? So, like, you can already see I just squeezed it up to get more product, and it's coming out from the sides. It's not even coming out the top of the sponge. It comes out the sides, so it gets goopy and messy, and I haven't had this one for very long. I got it in September. It's a pass for me. It's just, like, it looks nice. It looks nice. So if you don't mind that mess, you go for it. Okay. I pulled out my Sigma bronzer, but I think actually first I'm gonna powder. I pulled out my Jaclyn Brighten Up Luminous Powder. I got this at TJ Maxx, I think, because, you know, obviously Jaclyn's brand is kaput. But I wanted to try some things, and when they're discounted at TJ Maxx, why not, you know? I just tap it in the lid. I don't know that I see that it's like crazy luminous. Not that I want like highlight all over my face, but it is nice. It's nice powder. I just am learning that, like, I don't really like loose powder, and I have like 3 or 4 of them. I think I have 4. Why? I go to declutter them, and then I feel this like stress that I can't get rid of them. Like, I need to hold on to them for whatever reason. I don't know. It's weird. I'm like, well, this one's my, what's it called? Laura Mercier, or that one's Jaclyn, you can't get it anymore. I have another one that's Becca that you can't get anymore. So sometimes I have this like guilt around it. Oh, and then I have like a Wet n Wild one where I'm like, well, I want to keep that because it's so affordable and there's so much product in there. So I don't know. Okay, now I'm just going over my contour lightly with my powder contour, which is in my Fiona Stiles palette that I've had for years. It is so old, I honestly probably shouldn't be using it anymore, but it's a powder product and I live on the edge, so I am. Okay, then we're going in with the bronzer, like I said, Sigma. This is the matte bronzer in light. I do love the packaging on this. It looked online when I got sucked into an ad, it looked like it was going to be a little bit more cool toned than it actually is, but it's still like a decent bronzer. And you know, we needed some color to the face because that foundation was crazy light. So, you know, just warm things up lightly. It's nice, nice bronzer. I'm still kind of getting my feel on it. Then I picked the Palladio Mosaic Powder 2-in-1 Blush Bronzer. I got this at Sally's. It's just got a variety of shades. A few of them have some like shimmer to them. It's quite pretty. I've always been drawn to these mosaic type powders. I just, you know, swirl my brush in it. Kind of stamp it on the cheek. This might be a little bit peachy for my cool eye look, but you know, we're going with it. It's fine. We needed some color to the face, right? Okay, I feel like I got that blush a little bit high there. See, nothing a little bit of sponge can't fix. Didn't even add any product, just, you know, tap it down. Okay, then I need a soda. I've been using my CoverGirl Classic Color Blush in 570 Natural Glow. This is what I've been using for highlight. It is very peachy and light. You can see, like, how is that a blush, right? Like, it's so light. I've got like powder down there. I need to wipe off my hand. It's so peachy, so light, has a lovely shimmer. So I've been using it more as like a blush topper situation. Grab my brush. I don't know that this is like a favorite. I think that to get this same look, you can use the Essence highlight, the baked highlight, and get the same effect for even less money than the CoverGirl. But if you want the extra peachy color that this offers, like, look, that just like upped my highlight game. So it's already there, you know, because I have that highlighter on, but like, let's just watch the glow happen, shall we? Look at that. It just, you know, adds a little something. Adds a little glow. And it did add some color, you know? So if you're looking for like a blush topper, like what I just used, where I didn't like highlight it as like a streak, I did it like literally all over where my blush placement was. It's a good one. I like, you know, figuring out ways you can use product other ways, right? So this is a decent one. Okay. We need a little bit of powder under my eyes. So before I do that though, I'm gonna tamp it down one more time just to smooth out any bits here. All right, tell me, are you getting ready? How's it going? Are you almost done? I always might personally look for like a 20 to 30 minute, usually 30, honestly, is about my sweet spot, because then I can do my hair also. That's what I'm looking for in a get ready with me video. What about you? If you get ready to videos like this, what kind of length do you prefer? Like, my biggest pet peeve is when I see a creator make one and I'm like, oh, I want to watch that, but it's like 12 minutes and I'm going to need at least 25 minutes to get ready, you know? That's the worst. Or when they come out with one that's like 40 minutes and I'm like, okay, well, I don't need that long and I want to finish it. So what do I do? Okay, almost done. We're going in next with the Urban Decay 24/7 Rockstar pencil. This is a really pretty deep, like purple, like eggplant shade. And I like to pop that in the lower lash line, but just on that outside, like really I just take it to like the iris. Like it doesn't go past where the color of my eye starts. So it seems to be the sweet spot to feel like I've gotten some definition down there without being so, like, without closing my eye off completely. You know what I mean? So that's what I do. Might not be the right thing to do, but that's what I do. It's what I like on my face. Then we're gonna take my pencil brush. Fun fact, this was like in my Sigma kit. This is the E30. This was in the first ever Sigma kit I bought years ago. Okay, then I'm actually going in with the matte, like purpley shade to just blend out a little bit, add, you know, do some blending, make it not so harsh, drag it down a little bit more just to, you know, smoke it out a little maybe, I guess. I don't know. Really blend it is what I'm going for. Gotta be careful with this shade though, because it can make you look sick if you're not careful. But anything can be fixed with a little concealer, you know? And blending it with that darker liner really helped. Okay, then MAC Giga Black Lash for the lower lashes. Did I even finish telling you my makeup goals? I don't even know anymore. this is too much multitasking for me, honestly. I love it, but also it's a lot. Like I lose my train of thought real quick. Okay, we're going back in with the palette, pencil brush. I've cleaned it off, and we're just going to mix like the shimmer with the matte right there. Can you see that? And pop it in the inner corner right there, just to, you know, make things pop. Lovely. Then we need a lip. I pulled out my Urban Decay lipstick in Rush. I'm not sure it's like the perfect shade for my eyes, but like I think it works pretty good. You know? It don't look bad by any means. Okay, last is setting spray. I've been using the Tier Mask Fit. I bought this when it was on sale on Amazon when I was picking up one of their Tier cushion foundations. Wait till you see the sprayer on this bad boy. I really like it. You ready? Is such a fine mist. It's so nice. I love it. And it gives you a little bit of like a glowy finish. I think it was the Urban Decay that came out with an all-nighter in glowy, and it was way too glowy, you know? This is just like, just looks nice. I don't know, I'm really liking this. This is like risen through the ranks of setting sprays. This is really quite nice. Okay, let me just give you a little recap of where we're at with all the makeup. Here's the, you know, final look. What do we think? Like overall, I'm very pleased with how it looks. I love the eyes. Oh, this Viseart palette, love it. It's risen through my ranks to a favorite because I love a purple with my brown eyes. Oh, I love it. So yes, this Viseart palette, it is definitely top tier from this week's makeup poll. The setting spray, another top winner. The other was Tarte's Light Camera Lashes. I'm just trying to highlight things that like I felt like were really standout. That like if you're gonna buy anything that you saw me use today, like this is what you should get. You should get the Viseart palette. You should get a Tarte Lights Camera Lashes. See about the Tier setting spray. And then if you do need an affordable, you know, cream contour, the Baby Got Bronze is good. It just smells like watermelon. So, and fake watermelon. Everything else is just like, meh. I do love the Urban Decay pencil. This has actually been a repurchase for me. It is a really great deep purple pencil, but I know there's also great liners at the drugstore. So if you don't want to pay that price point or wait for a sale, you know, get a drugstore pencil, it's fine. Foundation, I'm on the fence about. Like, it looks good, but also it's not like so outstanding that I love it so much and I want to keep working with it and buying, you know, I'll keep using it, see where we get. But yeah, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at with that. I will link everything below if you're interested. I'll have it all linked for you. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you followed along. I hope you're all ready for the day. Take my headband out. That's just to get ready. I did dye my hair, if you didn't notice. I won't do that again. It's too dark. I knew that it would be. I did, but I just wanted to give it a try, you know? And it's a demi-permanent hair color from Madison Reed, so it'll wash out in like a month. I've had it for a week now. I did it last week. It's already fading a little bit, looking a little bit more red than rich brown that it was. It's fine, you know, it's fine. But I won't do this shade again. I think it's too harsh for me. Like I said, I knew that going into it. I just wanted to do it for fun. You know, sometimes you just gotta do it for fun. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.